Hello, welcome to Test Review Equation Writing. Okay, you'll need to know the following. Make sure you write it on your outlines if they're not there already. You'll need to know certain things about equation writing. For instance, it's going to be the reactants, yields, the products. Yields means an arrow, reading from left to right, reactants on the left side, yields, the arrow, and then product. That's called a chemical equation. Reactants on the left, products on the right. You need to know what a balanced equation is. You need to know what a skeleton equation is. It's simply a not balanced equation. For instance, H2 plus O2 yields H2O. That's an unbalanced equation. Oxygen, the molecule oxygen, O2, plus H2, the molecule for hydrogen, yields H2O, the molecule water. You'll see that there's only one oxygen on the right, but two on the left. So you're going to have to balance that in order for it to work. And to balance it, you'd have to put a 2 in front of the water to get two oxygens. That gives you two oxygens on both sides. But then you have now four hydrogens, so you need to put a 2 in front of the hydrogen, and that will balance it. So that's a balanced equation versus a skeleton equation. The activity series of metals, you're going to have to put that activity series on your outline and make sure you know how to use it. You're going to have to know what a single replacement reaction is, a double replacement reaction, decomposition, synthesis, or combination reaction, and a combustion reaction. Those are the 5 reactions that you will be tested on. And let's see. So you need to know what a catalyst is. A catalyst is something that speeds up a reaction or slows it down, but essentially controls it without being used up in the reaction, without it being it's consumed. It's not consumed in the reaction. I'll give you a skeleton equation, and you're going to have to balance it. That's pretty basic. What else? Don't forget that if you're given something like nitrogen trifluoride, these are the names. Nitrogen trifluoride yields nitrogen plus fluorine. You're going to have to know that nitrogen trifluoride is NF3, nitrogen is N2, and fluorine is F2. And then you're going to have to be able to balance it, and you're going to have to know what the coefficients are of each reactant and product. If I give you a skeleton equation instead of a word equation, you're going to have to know what all of the coefficients are. For instance, I'll give you one right now. If I say to you N2 plus H2 yields NH3, you're going to have to know that it's going to be 1 nitrogen plus 3 hydrogen yields 2 ammonia. So it'll be 1, 3, 2. All right. And also, I think I was saying before, make sure that if you're given the molecules, fluorine or hydrogen or nitrogen, oxygen, you make sure that you write them diatomically if they are required for you to do so. I'd say most of them will be, I think, hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, chlorine, fluorine, bromine, iodine. Those have to be written as diatomic, H2, N2, O2, etc. Let's see. That's pretty much it. I mean, it's all the same thing that we've been doing. You have to know what law of multiple proportions is, what law of definite proportions is, Avogadro's principle, law of conservation of mass. You'll have to know, again, how to balance an equation. And I'll give you a hint about balancing. If you have the same polyatomic ion on the left and the right on a chemical reaction, chemical equation. Balance the polyatomic ion. Don't balance the individual atoms. Otherwise, it'll drive you out of your mind. Let's see. Again, you're going to have to know if a reaction proceeds. If the reaction proceeds based on the activity series of metals, you're going to have to know what a combustion reaction is. It uses oxygen plus a hydrocarbon, and then you're going to get oxygen, you can use oxygen as the reactant, and then you're going to get as the product, or products, water and carbon dioxide. Let's see, more balancing, another activity series. Again, another activity series. I'm seeing some combustion reaction. Make sure when you say oxygen, it's O2, not O. O2, not O. You're going to have to identify the type of reaction. If I say Fe plus O2 yields Fe2O3, then you're going to have to know that that's a combination reaction, for instance. So you're going to have to know your 5 reactions, and then that's it. If you know your 5 reactions, you know the basics of chemical reactions, you know to balance them, you should have utterly and absolutely, positively no problem. It should be an easy A. If you don't know how to balance an equation, you're going to find it very difficult. And knowing your definitions will give you a good head start on the first 9. The first 9 are matching, depending on what form you get. Okay, so that's it. Nothing else to it. Good luck, and make sure that you take advantage of all of the short videos that are on T. Darcy Chemistry. All right, and talk to you later. Goodbye.